Hi, beautiful Virgos. So, I have some exciting news before we jump into it. I'm going to be offering in-depth readings, so I'm getting that started this month, so be patient with me. It will be available on my website as soon as possible. The link is down below, so if you guys want to check that out, please do. And okay, let's just get started. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit early because January is going to be kind of a lot for you. It's going to be busy. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be good, but it's going to be very, very busy. Okay. I was talking to my Virgo friend the other day, and she was telling me she doesn't know how to handle when people are just outright messy. When boys, men, whatever the situation may be, she doesn't know how to handle when they're just sloppy. Like, whether they're messing around with other girls or they're just not careful with their phone and they see certain things. She was seeing certain things on this guy's phone, and he was just being super sloppy about it. Oh, I'm so glad. Hello, Virgos. My beautiful empresses. We'll talk about that in a minute. But she's like, how do I handle it? Like, do I just outright call him out and say, hey, yo, I saw this on your phone, but I wasn't even snooping. I just looked over and saw it on your phone. And I told her what I think is kind of good advice. I told her to not play any games, but next time that she's with him or around him, she should just ask to borrow his phone for a second, because maybe she left her phone in the other room or in her car or something like that. Yeah, maybe it sounds like a game, but let me get to the point. If you have someone messing around and you know they're messing around and they're not being faithful, or you don't even know what they're doing. You don't know what they're up to. They could be doing nothing, but they seem sketchy. This is what you do. You ask to borrow their phone because you leave yours in the car. And of course they unlock it. This is if they let you. If they're not being sloppy, then they'll let you use their phone. Say, hey, I need to find my phone or something on their phone. I need to call my phone to find it. And then just look at what's open. If they have something open, like a certain app that is a dating app, or if they have their texts open that show, babe 1, booty call 3, things like that. Whatever you see when the phone is open. Don't dig into the apps and dig into the photos and things like that. Just see what's open. And you'll know based on their reaction if they're being sketchy or not. So this guy was being sketchy, and I told her to do that. And he was totally like, no, you can't use my phone. No, it's my phone. Being defensive. So I told her, clearly he has something to hide. And you don't have time for that. So you have your answer. That's your answer. He wouldn't even let you borrow his phone to call your phone to find it or whatever, right? So it sounds maybe childish. It sounds, like 2 and 2 playing a game. But honestly, that's the only way to really find out, is kind of see their reaction. If they're sketchy about borrowing their phone, not even borrowing it to look at it, just to see what's open, right? If I have my first app open is my notes section because I'm obviously filming and I wrote down some notes. So whatever they have open at that moment, just see what it is. You know, it'll become clear based on their reaction or whatever you see when you go to borrow the phone. Borrow. So I told her to do that, and she was like, okay, I know that he's definitely talking to other girls. Then he told me he wasn't. So I said, drop it. Drop him. Don't even make a big dramatic deal about it, but just ghost. Bye. Like, clearly he doesn't deserve your attention. He's getting enough attention from another female. So you guys are in your high, feminine, beautiful, sexy, motherly power right now. And like, you don't deserve to be messed with. So if someone is messing with you, they don't need to be in your life. You can ghost them. And if they hit you up, you can block them. You have the right to do that. Or you can tell them simply with one text, hey, yo, yeah, I don't think this is working out. Like, I know you're busy with other things, or whatever you want to say, and then block it. So you don't have to see the response. Just go above that and listen to your instinct. So her instinct said he was being sketchy, he was being sneaky, he wasn't, you know, he was always kind of like this, hiding his phone, and just stupid stuff. So that's one way to check. And you can just handle it with dignity and grace like the Empress would and walk away. Clearly they're being entertained by other things. Okay. So when I said entertained by other things, could be something to do with money as well. Or they could be an earth sign or a fire sign. Page of Wands. Yeah. If this person's a fire sign and they're acting sketchy and they're just not communicating very well and they're being immature with their communication, bye. You don't need that. For the month of January, for this whole new year, 2018, why would you accept being, you know, talked to or being treated like crap? You don't need it. You had enough of that. Virgos, and also careful about if you don't want to get pregnant, just watch that. If you don't want to get pregnant, just be careful. If you do want to get pregnant, January looks good for you. And also you guys are taking on the motherly role for the holiday season. So, you know, if you go out partying for New Year's or you're partying for your holiday, whatever you celebrate, you'll act as the motherly role and you'll kind of make sure everyone has a ride home and everyone's okay and, you know, no one's drinking and driving and things like that. Ah, interesting. And Page of Pentacles. Your pages are coming out hot. So if this person is a fire sign or an earth sign, like I just said, bye. Because there's nothing worse than, okay, there's a lot of things worse, but there's nothing worse than in the dating scene when you're dating someone for God knows how long, right? And they start to act shifty or sketchy or, you know, hide their phones and whatever. They're just not being attentive to you. You deserve attention. That's kind of the worst thing, is to feel like invisible and lonely when you're with somebody. Like when you're physically with somebody. Oh, look at you on the bottom of the deck. You guys are going to be flying so much higher than this BS. Hello, another page. Hello, all these immature boys. You guys, you notice this theme? Page, page, page. Where's the kings? The pages are done. I'm pulling from the bottom of the deck now. Okay? Done. Dead. Buried. The situation, yeah, it might be a little bit painful. Nope. We're done. Pages are the most immature when you're talking about the hierarchy, right? So it goes page, knight, queen, king, obviously. So we're done with the boys. Done with the immature boys. Virgo, you have too much to handle at work, at home. You have too much going on to deal with this. Might be a little bit painful to see their reality, but if you don't have blinders on and you don't have rose-colored glasses on, you'll see how immature they actually are. With emotions, with money, with communicating. Boy, bye. That's what I have to say about that. You have a lot of good things coming for you. Oh my God, you have all the pages out here. All the pages. No joke, you guys. You have all 4 pages. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, woo, Page of Cups, and Page of Swords. There is no going back to the boys this year. We are moving past that. Oh my gosh, these boys, they can't handle this. Are you kidding me? Look how freaking graceful and beautiful and content and like, yeah, rich with class these women are. And you're working too hard to have boys in your life. There's a boy here for every stage of your life. The boy that was bad at communicating, the boy that was bad with money, the boy that's bad for you emotionally, doesn't know how to handle emotions, the boy that is intellectually thinks he's the brightest thing on the planet, but he's actually super immature and just is too quick and thinks he's always right. Okay, maybe all that's one person, but I think it also represents every ex you've probably ever had. Virgos, you guys have way too much going on. Okay, these are going to be in the extended in-depth reading. So I see that we have a few things to talk about here, but I'm going to shove these over and we're going to continue this in the in the in-depth reading. But you guys, if you don't want the in-depth reading, that's fine. I'll kind of finish it here then. You're moving on from pages, from boys to men, to your own happiness first and then to men. It might be a painful breakup. This time around, it just might be, but you guys can handle it. Watch out for getting pregnant. Work looks good. Okay, I'll do the rest of the reading in the extended, but you guys, you know what's up. You're done with the boys. They're playing too many games. You might hurt their heart too, but whatever. They're being entertained by other things. Anyway, if you guys want a private reading, my link is down below. Also, If you have a quick question you need to ask, a quick tarot question, you can download the Instant Go app. It's free to download. It's also in the link below, and I will answer between 24 to 48 hours depending on my schedule. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys in the in-depth reading. If not, then Happy New Year, Happy January, and I'll see you in February.